Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got PopKorn.
There's another special brother out there that really means a lot to me. You know who you are as well. He took a little break for a minute. This guy is exactly like the story I was telling you earlier about when you measure a man and you know you're around greatness. This is that man, okay? This man, he took a break. I'm trying to be vague enough. He took a break for a while, and there was some buzz around his name, okay? And when the buzz was around his name, it was some undesirable shit, you know what I mean? Not horrible, not no weirdo shit. Just in the club, we kind of pay attention to things like this. I admire righteous men, okay? I don't have a problem with you if you were in a professional lifestyle before this, or if you still are. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a throw up drunk to sit next to me. I like people with brains and going places. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
think that's what it was he was that type of man. And when he was basically told to take a little break, I was advocating to anybody with two ears. You guys are fucking up. You guys are fucking up. This dude is not. He's got nothing wrong with him. This dude's amazing. Y'all better rethink it. And by the time they extended the rethinking, he was almost, in my opinion, he was almost done with it. And I went to him personally, and I did. I said, hey, listen, brother, if you will come back, please, 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 like, you're part of the reason why this shit's worth it to me. You know what I'm saying? Please come back. And he's still in. He's still doing his thing. But the thing I love about this brother, he was very close to OnIt. He loved OnIt. But the thing I love about this brother, he's always stayed true to himself. He kind of tucks back out of the mainstream and tries to run the program the way that we all talk about the program should be ran. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's a daydream to think that you could mass produce these guys and transplant them. And because if we can get one of these types of brothers that I'm talking about in every chapter, it would be the pest control for the ones that are it up. You know what I'm saying?
So today I did a show about some professionals who have some pretty high up jobs. They were fire chiefs and fire inspectors, and they were the presidents of certain clubs.
Right.
And one was the president of the Pagans down in Florida. And the news was giving him a bunch of shit because he had a patch and he was a part of this club and they were calling it a gang. What do you think for professionals who have a patch?
So I don't know the member or the story you're talking of, but I will say this as far as professionals having patches. I think this is why the prospect period is so important. Okay. If somebody's in a professional setting, you have to learn them. Okay. Not everybody who's a thug holds their mud when they get arrested. A lot of snitches look just like me and you, living on our side of the fence, mixed in with the gangsters, mixed in with the bikers, mixed in with the badasses. Got a lot of tattletellers, okay? So you got a lot of motherfucking crooked cops, crooked doctors, crooked lawyers. You know what I mean? There ain't one, you know, example of a person that's just going to be a cookie cutter. So if you have an example of somebody who's in a club in a professional setting and it's an attribute to that club or that chapter, I think that it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just as a small ass example, and we're not talking that level of professionalism, but I've heard of people who have had people in their club who work for the beer factory. Okay, that's beneficial because now we back our truck up to the truck and we have a bunch of free beer. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you have a dude who works at the jail, maybe our guy hits the jail, he gets 2 trays. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, but so does that mean that because they were labeling them criminals and neither one of these guys had criminal records, They were
So you're saying,
professionals.
what do I think about the organizations they work for, having somebody work for them that's in a patch?
No,
Or
that
how do
so
I feel about the
the
person that works
news,
for an
the media.
organization wearing a patch?
How do you feel about the media trying to persuade the public that these people are bad people because they're involved with the
So
club?
I would say, if that's the question, I would say the answer to that question would be, they're the proof we've been looking for to tell you that this is not a gang. If this dude's a dentist, why the fuck is he joining a gang? If this dude's a firefighter, why would he be joining a gang? You know, I'm just keeping it real with you. When I even thought about ever joining a motorcycle club, I knew I'd never join a 99 club, because part of joining a club to me was the prestige of making it, of saying I did that. I actually was enough to make it. I did that. I tried it. I succeeded. I was that. That's me. When they say shit about them, they're talking about who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a feat to conquer. You know what I mean?
Why is the
I smoke a lot.
99 club a lot different?
So no. To me, it just wouldn't be the mecca. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, I wanted to become what was considered to be the top or the best, as far as feeling like you made it or whatever, getting the prestige out of that. But feeling like I accomplished something with myself.
Are you going to be starting a podcast? Like, what's in store for the future for you?
Actually, yeah, man. I own a tattoo shop in Spokane, Washington, and I've been tattooing for like 20 years. And when people sit in my chair, one of the most common things they ask me is, do you got any cool stories? Have you, tell me the worst tattoo you've done, or tell me something about a client, and I've always just passed those stories through my client's ear. It's how we pass the time while we tattoo. Well, for the past 3 or 4 years, I've been telling these employees of mine how bad I'd like to get a podcast going, but I really don't know what I'm doing or even where to start. And nobody's really taken me serious. And then, by fate, I end up on a podcast with you. And I just kind of run a question by you. Hey, I'd always like to do this. And you supported me a little bit on kind of getting me started out. So yeah, we're going to start a podcast called Inkerviews. I'm going to basically interview my clients and post the videos for you guys to watch. And then, it will tie in the tattoo work and just make a little show of it. So hopefully that does something. And if it does, man, I got a lot of cool stories lined up already. I don't really want to spill the beans yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Once it gets cracking, man, you know what I mean? I'm sure, you won't mind plugging me in.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
So I just heard in the news today about Washington. So they were, for the last 4 years, they've been letting people who get arrested go for minor crimes.
It's hard to stay in jail here, bro.
Now they just changed the law on November 1st, I think it was. You will be arrested for any minor crime, for stealing a pack of gum.
But yeah, listen, I can contest to that. These are idiots out here when it comes to what they'll arrest you for. But arrested in Washington, it doesn't mean you're going to eat the plastic tray. I've been arrested twice and I've never made it to the county jail. You know what I mean?
Changing it now. They're changing that.
They arrest you. They read you your rights. They arrest you. But they book you somehow right then and there, and they cut you out right then and there with a court date somehow.
Oh yeah, I've had tickets. Like, here's a ticket. You're under arrest, kind of. Like,
that's my point, though. I'm like, yeah, no. He told me I was arrested. He's like, no, you're under arrest. Read me my rights, all the above. Gave me my cut me loose with a fucking court date. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'd been booked and released. And then the other day, my wife actually ends up down the clinker, and yeah, they ran her plates and found out she had a ticket or a warrant or whatever the was going on. But they arrested her and took her down to the jail, which is like 20 miles from my house. Booked her and Didn't even take her into the jail, booked her in the sheriff's office and released her from the sheriff's office.
Matter of fact, you went viral because of your girl's tattoo, right?
Oh yeah, no, we've went viral a couple different times on the internet, man. The one you're speaking about, yeah. My wife's face is fully tattooed. She has my portrait on one side of her face. She has Johnny's girl tattooed on the other side of her face. And we just posted it. We weren't trying to do nothing stupid, at least with the Johnny's girl. And we posted it, and that man, they abused my wife on the internet, man. Called her a traffic victim, all kinds of crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B and Mike Epps shared the video. So that
really?
was all, yeah, that's all.
Did you do the tattoo?
I did the tattoo, yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that had to hurt, man.
Yeah, she used numbing cream.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And everybody in the comments said, poor girl, look at her face. You could tell she's scared. You could tell she's abused. No, you can tell she's been getting her face drilled on. Who the fuck is smiling when your face is getting drilled on, But I'm going to keep it real with you. She literally made me tattoo her face. When it came to the Johnny's girl, I had zero choice. What the fuck am I going to tell you? No, look at my face. You know what I'm saying? But she's gorgeous. She's young, so she comes to me, says, hey, I want to tattoo my face. I kind of go, oh, God damn. But I can't say no. Well, she finds out she's pregnant. So that bought me 9 months. You know what I mean? She can't get tattooed while she's pregnant,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, after she had the baby, we're sitting in the tattoo shop, and my cousin's about to get a tattoo, and she kicked him out the chair. She said, no, I've been waiting 9 months. You guys ain't going to sit and tattoo each other. It's my turn. And I was kind of telling her, like, man, you're kicking him out the chair. You don't even know what you want. And she said, yes, I do. And I said, what? She said, what do you think? I said, oh, are you serious? She said, yeah, come on, let's go. So I tattooed it. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed of it. I think it's hella hardcore that she's repping her dude like that. You know what I'm saying?
It went mega viral. I looked it up and it, boom, first thing.
Oh, bro. On what platform, bro? On what platform?
Google.
It's mega viral on a million different platforms, dude. Yeah. The dumbest tattoos, the coolest tattoos, the craziest look it up. Every Facebook site, it still goes viral. Just tag me in it today.
Maybe this video go viral for it.
Yeah.
You still got the video? You
still got the video? Of her getting tattoo?
Yeah.
No, we just got still photos. We didn't take any video.
Just the photos.
Now, there is a video of her getting my portrait. You know what I mean? I think we went Facebook Live for
that. That's crazy, man. I look forward to your show and all the things you got going on in the future. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I really appreciate you letting me get some information out there about my brother. There's going to be a lot of pagans that watch this. I could say this, man. The ones that still contact me, I love you guys. The ones that just did me, down the toilet overnight without even calling me or finding out, keep the same motherfucking energy. You know what I'm saying? Keep the same energy. I don't do a lot of making up. So, the nation as a whole, like I said, I got pagans I love. It's just individuals that showed their true colors when I left. One thing I've seen, man, is you can move to the other side of the earth and it could be 1,000,000 miles in between you. It could be years that fly by, but you always end up running into that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just remember when I see you. Money. You know what I'm saying, money? You know what I'm saying, money? Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I look forward to having you on in the future. We're going to do some more with these guys.
Yeah.
Definitely. People are going to like this one.
I appreciate it, Staxx. You got a good thing going here, man. I'd like to see more people catch on and try to put their 2 cents in on this culture before it disappears, man.
I'm going to do my best to get it out there. If you guys like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too bad, start your own podcast.